We live. Let me put the... Actually make sure I put the pin up this time, so I don't wait 20 minutes to do so. We pin this until end of stream, or until unpinned. And good to go. Alrighty. So apparently we got Udra that we can do today. I will take a crack at it. Worst case, I'll get the A rank off stream, but also I can show you Udra now.
If you like soup and noodles, we've got a special delivery.
No, I don't care about your soup and noodles. As you can see, I already claimed it. So here's the standard one. Let me not be in something so... Put that on for a moment. For the weapon. Just put that on. So here's the basic Udra one. Looks pretty decent, you know, kind of standard. Kind of what you'd expect with some of the other ones. I mean, you had something very similar looking with Raidao. Just the Raidao one. Why am I? You got a little fish in there. Udra colored fish. The koi fish kind of looking in there. It's like a green globe with that. There's clearly a cork on there, so that way the fish gets fresh water and such, I imagine. And then this one's with a... Is it bigger? I think it's slightly bigger. Red. More iridescent looking. With a fish in there. I actually, weirdly enough, like this one a lot more. Despite this one having the actual little castle and whatnot. So I'll probably have to use this, but I actually think the coloration of this one works a lot more. I do like this one better. Alright, let me go ahead and put an appearance. I didn't get a chance to go ahead and rock my... Unless I wanted to. I started to play Monster Hunter and then I got pulled into other things. Admittedly, I've been watching a lot of Dr. Stone recently. It's been really good. Fairly educational. I've been talking with a friend as we've been watching it. We've been cracking jokes and also talking about, like, yeah, this is surprising that this has happened, or like, how does this character know about this? Because logically speaking, they probably shouldn't. You know, that sort of thing. Not that big of a problem, just us having fun poking at little things that we find in there and whatnot. Like, not necessarily in a more antagonistic way, just more in the sense of like, huh, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna want to rock today. Let's go with the Guardian one, and then we're gonna go the Gormagala. Actually, I kind of want the Orbital one. Goofy as the triangle blades look. Oh yeah, I changed Gustavo out instead of the axe to have the Zoshia bird now.
I heard from the others.
Come on over.
We are 8:33. So it's time to start murdering some Rompopolos. Tempered ones? Okay, I'll check to see the tempered ones. I don't think we'll have any. I was gonna say outside of the 10-star one, but I know people do not like that one. To be fair, I don't blame them. It kinda sucks to have to deal with. Mostly because of the fact of, I don't think it's too hard, but it's more I don't trust randoms, personally. My man's name is Freak. Alright. Whatever you want to identify as, man. Not my business. If you want to call yourself a freak, good for you. Not really sure what else to say beyond that. But yeah, so we're up to like, what?
Location confirmed.
Oh, Freak's gone.
Moving out.
But, as I was saying, so we've been watching a lot of Dr. Stone recently. It's good shit. Let me tell you, it's been really interesting to watch. We're at like, I was gonna say, we just got past the part where, without giving too much spoilers, they just invented the light bulb, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's literally something that happens at the end of an episode. And it's not like it's plot relevant at the part that I've seen. Believe me, there's something that's a lot more pressing that happens in that same episode that I could say, that I won't. So we're at like, what, episode 6? Episode 8? I think we're at like 8. But it's been myself and a friend watching it. We've been having a great time. Senku is also hilarious. I will fully say it. I think he's hilarious. He has absolute gremlin energy. Despite the part about him going, this is for my science, this is for my science, this is science, this is science. That does get a little bit old really quickly, but I think you can get away with it in this. Simply because of the fact he's got a lot of funny expressions and a lot of bits that happen. Also, he references a lot of stuff. He actually references Monster Hunter at one point. He references Mario at one point. Dragon Quest. And Monster Hunter.
Heading in.
So that was a huge shocker to me. Especially because said friend has seen me play Monster Hunter before. Not on, live on stream, but just in general. I'm on the wrong one. I'm just realizing. Ow. I want them. Kablamo. I don't know which one's which. But I like victims. That one's the one. Might as well just end it. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to kill it in 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, like a minute. Which is like, if we didn't have the 2 AI, I think we could have, realistically. But the 2 AI just was not going to allow us to do that. It's like the one downside is I know for a fact I could have done it in 3 minutes solo. Because we've seen that I can do it in 3 minutes solo, no problem. 2 players, I feel like we probably could still do it there, especially because we know you have damage on it, but... Alright, low rank. That's... Oops, I'll... Prep, not accept, depart.
Make sure you're prepared.
But, depart. Also, is that everyone? No, I was gonna say, is that everyone dual blades? No, that's just one dude with the long sword. And 3 dual blades is gonna be. Understandable. That's fine. I'm not entirely surprised. If it was gonna end that quickly, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get in.
Yeah.
I don't like me getting extra stacks on it when I really didn't do much.
All right.
Well,
Let me know.
no one for the moment. I mean, some days we get it, some days we don't. many of these do I have? 7? I don't think I need that then. I'm not really worried. It's currently empty. Time for Mizutsune in like 10 minutes. Less than. A monkey and an Udra in 50. Ish, a little over, like 51 minutes, 52 minutes. Double Quemetra sounds really funny. I'm gonna do that. I need to go ahead and use them as target practice anyway. I'd go for the Raidao and the Seregios one, but I don't like fighting Seregios. I don't know anyone who does, barring one person, and that's because the fact of their playstyle really allows them to. Seregios gets hard countered by them. And that's because they're running light bowgun, heavy bowgun.
Feel free to take a look.
But like the rest of the guys hate Seregios. I use dual blades. I hate Seregios. I have to use gun lance the entire fight. I've beaten it. I've killed a couple of them. Got a couple off stream, a couple things there. So I'm like, I don't mind fighting the Raidao. Raidao is easy enough. I'm not worried about Raidao. Even using water weapons, I'd probably do plenty fun. I'd be strong with ice, but water would still work plenty. Seregios is just a pain to fight. Plus, I feel like kind of fighting some Quemetras anyway. They're generally pretty easy kills. So it's a good DPS check. Should I dodge that?
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Stagger. Roll a little bit. It would also help if I was fighting on a flat land bit rather than at a curved one. That's making things a lot harder for me. Start really doing stuff now. That broken.
It's on his flashlight. Just a little more.
Not surprised. Guess I'd be more surprised if he didn't. The esteemed murder chicken is dead.
Looks like we're moving to a new area.
It appears the monster has left a piece behind.
So your tail better break soon.
Hey, ugly, over here.
Yeah, I think he gets away in this case, but the fact that I killed one over the, he's pretty decently gotta be losing a lot of his HP. I don't need the Quemetra's tails right now, but it's nice. Free stuff, always good. have no idea where his tail
Your
went.
weapon stall.
Gustavo, that is like the least of my worries. Oh no, I'm just on it right now, carving it. We didn't have we had a GOG situation, except for the fact that I actually could get it. So it's not really a GOG situation, but it's still. I'm not surprised. Slicing pod's an explosion. Okay. I'm assuming the other one's pierce. I think the slicing pod over the explosion. Slicing's gonna generally be better for opening wounds, especially on lower rank monsters. Explosion's generally better for flat damage. Ooh, not what I wanted to do, but that works too. Alright, he's all broken. Bop. But yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we end up watching more later, my friend and I.
Go on the abyss.
See, I've been quite enjoying it. I don't know if this is my favorite. It's definitely my favorite anime that I've watched. I still love One Piece. I still love Death Note. Albeit ironic for different reasons for both of them. I think it's still really good. I've been enjoying it. I like the educational aspect to it too, because it makes you feel like you're learning something in the process.
I made eye contact.
I know, Mr. Radau. Goodbye, Mr. Radau. You and Steve go beef.
Right. As long as we have the time, let's continue the investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's only Hunter Symbol ones though. It's not like it's anything good. If it was Hunter Symbol 2, I'd be a lot happier. More Hunter Symbol 3s. I always need more Hunter Symbol 3s. Oh, there's Steve. And Steve decided he wants to make a detour. He'd fully intended on going there, and then Steve said, nah, he doesn't want to throw hands. Also, can we just say, yeah, having a Steve automatically ranked up to 9 at 5 strength is a lot worse. Like, Radau would be fine. 8-star Steve is already annoying. I'm not trying to have a reason to crash out over that. Lord knows I was tired yesterday. Playing DVD took a lot out of me, and not because I was exhausted physically, but more just exhausted mentally from how those games went. Which I do think I'll be taking a break from it at least. Or at least taking a break from the idea of playing it during the week.
Oh, there's a quest that's only available right now.
Because it seems, because I was playing it last night during the evening because a friend wanted me to also, like, same friend wanted me to go ahead and play a little bit of DVD and stream to them. And like, my first match I did pretty well. I got a 4 kill. Next one, I had a really bad map. I kind of already knew I'd lost. I didn't kill anyone, but I got everyone down to like Death Hook, more or less. So it was still a pretty good match. If you were considered by hook states, I definitely won by that logic. If we're cutting by the old system. Fortunately, the new system does not care about that. It only cares whether you kill them or not. I still think it's a little ridiculous. I mean, I get that's obviously the intent, but... You know, what about if the survivors get out and they're still mentally scarred? That's technically a victory then. Bit of a messed up victory, but I digress. Yeah, I think I'm just not playing it during the week on Wednesday though, or like Thursday or anything of that sort, because that's just a bad idea. Alright, give me a second, I gotta type out real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, sorry about that. I had someone DMing me on my one account, and it was a friend who just recently had someone pass, so wanted to check to make sure that they were okay. I said they in this case, not because we're just to keep the gender ambiguous. I'm going to keep them ambiguous so that way, you know. I could murder the bubble fox. Do I have any good investigate? Let me double check. I don't have any. I need Rompopos to kill.
Of course.
Come
back anytime.
I'm gonna pull up one of my other ones, but I'm also gonna give myself a chance to use Kinsecta Leaf then. Let me double check my bug real quick. Okay, I still have Omega set. Omega I'm not really worried about because I don't really care about the power as much. The powder effect's a lot more valuable, and I guess to be fair, stamina probably isn't the biggest issue as well, though it could be, I don't know. To be fair, the attack also changing from blunt to severing probably changes based on the bug. At that point, I feel like I'm generally better off taking a severing one. I mean, blunt can be good if I'm getting a lot of headshots to stun the monster, but 9 out of 10 times, I'd rather just have. That's just a. Oh, it's just a Wound Hollow. Base with an Arc Bomb, that's in the Rompopolo, and that's. I finally got a Jindahan with an Ice Gem. As you can see. No, that's a 9-star one. Here you go, 6-star. We did it regularly, but I finally got one that has an Ice Gem, and as you can see, I actually have 2 now. I got 2 from, and I got lucky. I got one from the guaranteed, and I got one from carving him. Meanwhile, my buddy, I was playing with Doggo. Doggo got 3 gems from carving. He got 1 from the tail, and 2 from the main carve, and I heard him on it, is the crazy thing. Because he was joking about it the first time. I'm like, no, there wasn't a carve set, and then I hear it twice. I'm like, oh my god, he actually got it. I think I get rid of the Gipsaros, because I need to start clearing up investigations anyway. Again, do I need beast gems? I could, but at that point I can just kill the Conga for it. Because it's quicker. I'd rather the one that's quicker to kill. How many full gems do I even have? 8. That's a 6-star. That's a 6-star. I can hold on to that one because it's got 3 and 2. I don't mind that. Flare gem. This one I've got specifically saved for a reason. I don't have a reason to actually keep this one. That was from when I was a lot lower in level. This I can keep because it's a bubble gem. That's a Guardian Wrath. That I don't need. This one I actually don't mind because it's got a lot of things there, and I wouldn't mind putting a Tempered Jindaha just as practice. This one I actually don't need. I don't know why I have it. This one I think is Big Steve, right here. Because why else would I have that Ramsaurus that has a bunch of junk? This one's better, and I'd rather keep the other one that's going to be cheaper. Quicker to kill. Zoshia I'm going to let pass because of the fact that Zoshia has limited charges of actually fighting it whenever it shows up. So it gives me the chance to fight Zoshia when I want to. gem when I want. Okay, these two aren't that bad. I know these are like when I first hit rank 100. I have so many Arkfeld gems there. I'm gonna take whatever's the quickest one for hunting. I'm not gonna take a tempered one if there's a basic one available. And I know someone's gonna make the joke of me bitching out at that point, but honestly, it's like, I don't think I need that many. Look, I'm gonna take whatever's gonna be the quickest fight for me, if that's the intent. Got a whole bunch of Sorekios on there. I think I'd rather take this one with the frog, because the frog really doesn't have much that I can do. But he is weak. To be fair, I think he's weak to either lightning or he's weak to ice. I think he's weak to lightning. So to be fair, you're going to be easier to kill. So actually, I think I get rid of this one. So I still need... Do I have another Raytheon? I do have a Raytheon here. I do have a Raytheon here. Don't think I need 2 things of Wrath Rubies. Yeah. Get rid of that one. Woo, do I actually need 2? Okay, I'll take that one. That's cheaper to do because it's 3 strength. That means it'll be quicker. Because if I'm just quickly farming them for resources, I'm gonna want it to be as easy as possible for myself. Okay, not because of the fact that I couldn't handle it, but just because of the fact to be a lot better too. Just from a strategic perspective, if I'm trying to go ahead and hunt down specific monster parts, I'm gonna want the quickest kill possible. That way I can go ahead, especially if I need to do the quest multiple times over, I have the opportunity to very quickly. And something like the Mizutsune, like, I don't mind having, like, 2 things for what's the space, but it's Regios. But some of them, like, Raytheon, I really don't need 3 Raytheon things there, or Arkfeld, I don't need that many Arkfeld ones. I don't mind having 2, and even then I think 2 I probably don't need because I have so many. But I'm gonna focus on killing this one as fast as possible because this one I don't know if it's gonna leave or not. I've had cases where it has. It has tried to leave. We're trying to do some GOG off stream too. We got pretty close. And then we had some randoms. And at one point I got surrounded and no one was popping heals on me and I was stuck guarding because otherwise I'd die. And then my shield broke because I ran out of stamina because I was getting hit by so much at the last phase. The one where GOG had Skull on him, so he was like down to pretty low. And none of the randoms popped a thing there because we didn't have any of the AI ones. The randoms went down like once or twice. So I went down and we ended up losing. It's heartbreaking. It was unfortunate as well. If we hadn't had randoms, I think we would have been fine. And it's like, I don't think shaving off a couple minutes is worth potentially risking winning or losing. That's the thing. We got rid of GOG's tail early. We really didn't have any trouble keeping his power in check. But all the AI was, all the healing was being done basically by the AI or by Liam. Or by myself. Like the other 2 were not doing anything in terms of healing. Outside of maybe, I think one of them popped the heal once with a life powder. And it was because they were low. And so were the AI. It was unfortunate, but we got at least some decent parts otherwise. We still got a bunch of stuff from breaking and all that. Should have been work. Okay, just get stuck on the rock.
The monster dropped something.
I'll take the explosion pod for right now. Because that I'm not as concerned with. The other thing I'm using is the Kinsec Glaive, and I'm not really worried about that right now. So I'm gonna go do that on the other one, see how long that takes. Okay, well he died trying to put me in a geyser, so whatever. I missed myself to 835 because the other one's gonna die and it saves me a little bit of time doing it. Ironically, the one I need is coming by right now. So in the process, I will first grab that piercing pod. Because that piercing pod is pretty valuable. That's a sleep toad. We're gonna do this first.
Didn't even know what hit him. Here we go.
I get some good burst DPS on the switch over as soon as I get a good opportunity to. Not this shit again. That too, having the net pop occasionally does not help because it's so close to where I need it to be in terms of button pressing for the lock-on.
Shock trap's down and ready for you.
Right tail. Not what I wanted to do, but you know, close enough. Me really not having my strong variants at certain attacks hurts though. And I don't know, just means I can do some of the good things there.
Go all out.
I get my attack? Or are we just gonna... There we go. I'm like, can I get it please? No, the answer to that is no.
All right. Perfectly plugged.
Oh.
Hang on tight. Don't get shaken off.
Took a quick ride. I mean, would you look at that free wounds? Get myself a whole bunch of free slashes, you know? Alright, go for the back then, because the back's always the hardest part to get. Head and tail is generally pretty easy.
Yes, just like that.
Please. Oh, that's why.
Flying feline incoming.
Bully this thing and constantly take
Wait,
like
almost
more of its parts. If I'd been able to actually get that, would have been funny. Alright, we get some piercings. Or is that double explosion? It is double piercing. Nice. That's exactly what I want, honestly. I'm actually gonna take the piercing pod while he's asleep rather than the hit, because I don't think I have a really good hit, because I don't have like rising spiral that I can do against him. Okay, that's actually fine. Really wish into the flip until I actually hit it. Ah. We got 2 out of 3. Oh, bug got him.
We're getting paid well for that one.
Honestly, the more I'm using this one, I'm really starting to enjoy using the Kinsect Glaive. It is fun. It's just one of those weapons that definitely takes some getting used to and actually understanding how the stuff works with the powders and the shenaniganry and all that. And it's one of those that I think really benefits. It's like dual blades, where dual blades gets a huge DPS boost. It's not superly overly reliant on wounds, but it is a very big boost for dual blades. Where something like Kinsect Glaive, I think, is more reliant on it, if only so that way I can constantly pop rising spiral slashes, because I do have like half of my moveset locked. If I don't use that. If I don't have a red dust, at the very least, that's gonna lock down half my moveset, feels like. Or at least stronger versions of attacks anyway. You know, I don't get certain combos that I can do. Like, forget the Rising Spiral Slash. Just having less thrusts to work with, like the strong Descending Thrust, or... like, what's the other one? I'm blanking on it. You know what I'm talking about. Point is, it makes a difference. Not having access to some of those attacks really slows down your DPS, as well as just... it feels a lot clunkier to play if I don't have a red dust.
I like how this is
like the most important one, I think.
I say we finish this up quick and head home. Setting my...
He's heading down to the tar pit. He's gonna get a strong descending slash to the face. I at least did a little bit. I'm okay with calling that, because there is a low rank one. I'm okay with calling that right there and giving myself the point. For but anyway, but you get what I mean. Bop. And his lineage. And his lineage. Another one, okay. Obviously, I'm gonna want to at least hit 850. I am gonna try to get more than that though. But worst case, if we just hit 850, I'm at least happy that we're at the next point. Though I know it was like thing there's. I want to try to at least get to 860. And then on my own time, I'll get up to 875 because I kind of planned to get to 850, and then I kind of didn't because I got distracted yesterday. And I was doing some other things, so. Oops.
I'm on top of the target.
Let's take advantage of this.
Smash him up, smash him up, smash him immensely up. Nope, we met Tom.
Love this part. Let's go.
This is where the real work comes in. You go get some rest.
And his lineage. Always been good. This will always. I forgot it last time. Like a goober. Beetle. I will say though, in comparison to yesterday, today already feels a lot better. Though again, I do think the issue is genuinely just playing on Wednesday is a horrible idea. Because like, I don't mind having competition, I don't mind having some hard matches. But there's a difference between having a hard match and feeling like you're getting curb stomped with nothing that you can do. Simply because the fact if you're on a bad time, essentially, where the time that you're on is where all the sweats are. Like, I won't deny that I can definitely lock in and focus. But the moment you get a heavily coordinated team, you can't do much. That or you just get unlucky because you get maps as well. That's kind of the issue as well. Of, like, I want to play Nemesis more. And I really enjoy him, but it's one of those cases of, like, unless I get a really bad team on certain maps, I'm just guaranteed to lose. Which is, yeah, admittedly, that's just not good game design. As much as I like DVD, I genuinely cannot defend that. I know the devs are like, oh, but we want to have a case where the survivor's gonna feel like they come out on top, or maybe the killer gets to feel like they come out on top because of a good thing there. But it's like, okay, but what about the other side? You get one side that's like, okay, you got this really heavily killer-sided map. We really can't do much, especially if it's a half-decent killer. And then for the killer, you go, well, this is a really heavily survivor-sided map. I can't do anything unless the survivors
Supplemental supplies.
are absolutely garbage. In both situations, by trying to appease one, you end up creating a situation where someone's always going to be upset. Instead, why not balance both maps? That way it comes down to a point of skill. To be fair, with getting the new modding that's going to be happening, we can hopefully get a whole bunch of maps that are going to be like that. I mean, to be fair,
Let's take advantage
I
of
do
this.
not trust behavior with map design. I trust them with like music, and I trust them with map design and game balance. I do not trust them with. I mean, to be fair, that one Trickster's map was a fan-made map of it was very Survivor-sided in design. I'm pretty sure even the developers of that map, of the art of that map, literally said, yeah, no. I think there's like some 3D renders of it out there somewhere. Not just the concept art for it. That was fan-made. The behavior said, yeah, let's make that. Kind of rip that off, or at least draw inspiration from it.
It's weak.
I don't mind there being a little bit of variance, but like that map, for example, the way I'd balance it out is I'd make more of the area. Like I wouldn't mind having a couple areas on a map, so that way it's split up. Because I like the idea for what they were going for theoretically, and it's that map is balanced in the process of, well, there are some sides that are really good for survivors, and then there are parts that are really good for killing. The problem is that you have a good chunk of it that just is not usable for killer. You know, certain alleyways are very thin and there's a lot of pallets, which means that you have really, really strong pallets that you have to break inevitably, and survivors can use that to heavily slow you down. Especially when there's a fork afterwards that's around a corner that you really can't see. And then it goes, well, unless I see scratch marks, which way did they go? And even then, again, it's one of those things I have very mixed feelings on personally. Like the new mall map that we're getting, I've got a lot of worries. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with that. Because I'm very worried with that one. It's going to end up being a situation of we're going to have a very open area in the center, and then anywhere that's not the center is going to be utterly miserable to play. Like, we're already in a high mobility meta. At least in the... I was going to say, to be fair, I know different countries have different perks and different things there. But I know at least for the US and the Eastern Europe... Or not Eastern Europe, Western Europe. The meta is running a lot of second chance perks and a few other things along those lines.
See you again, Hunter.
But in the process, you know, you have a lot of mobility killers that you need to use. Meanwhile, if you were to go to, like, say, this is the easy example I know off the top of my head, the Asian servers, they're like, oh, Pyramid Head's good in this, in the, like, the Western European and American servers, because he can deny stuff like Decisive Strike and Deliverance. Meanwhile, Pyramid Head's considered off on the Asian servers because Decisive Strike really isn't used there. At least not as heavily as it is elsewhere.
Come on over.
Because with them, they prioritize trying to get the whole group out. So there's a lot more 4Ks and 0Ks over there. Where the kill rate's actually, I think, a little bit higher. Or sorry, no, a little bit lower, actually. Sorry. Well, it might be higher. It's one of the two. It's either noticeably higher or noticeably lower. It's one of the two. I don't remember. The point is, there's like a noticeable difference in, like, I think it's like 3 or 5% compared to the average. Which doesn't sound like a lot until you apply that and go, that's a lot of stuff. Like, that's a lot of people that are getting out, or a lot of people that are dying more than
See you again,
there on
Hunter.
average. And I like to be fair, I know Pyramid Head's gimmick that people do like him for that exact reason, he does deny certain perks, which, to be fair, I'd say it's pretty fair. Like, that is a huge plus with him.
Yeah.
So I personally find Pyramid Head pretty weak. Like, honestly, for example, in 2v8, I'd much rather have a Trapper as a teammate than a Pyramid Head. I'm gonna be real. And people are like, oh, Trapper's the weakest one. I don't think Trapper's that weak. If you have someone that is able to go ahead and harass survivors and keep them busy early, give Trapper time to set up, Trapper is a genuine menace because people forget about him. People forget about looking around. Especially if you have a Trapper that knows what he's doing. I mean, look what happened in 2v8 with us, for instance. We had a group of, like, we had, what, 4 streamers that were playing? Albeit all of them were all... Well, no, 2 of them were together, 2 of them were by themselves each. And I know that the one was in a group of 3, where it was the other streamer, her, and... it was her, the other streamer, and one other person in the group. So I got bored and I was popping by each of their streams out of curiosity. And I saw her playing with 2 of the same people as before. It's
There's nothing to fight these monsters.
back, almost done. Hope they don't knock me off.
Opportunity strike.
Pop that, get myself full. Provided I just get the opportunity to do left, right, and center. Got wounds for days. Or taking advantage of, I will. Bye. Alright, time to go twirly mode. To be fair, it is 2 AI, and it is one other player who's really not popping those wounds, so... free stuff for me, right?
Next mark when you're ready.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start storing in a second. Alright, let's go
I'll
ahead
talk
and
any materials I find in your fuel
store.
pouch.
get a refresh on those. Let's go for the Gipsussy.
All right, let's go.
Chill the fact that I can just push the Jellytron out of the way and they just don't care. They're like, ah yes, pardon me, kind sir. It was on me, I should have known. Bam. Ow! That's a red, finally. Like if I didn't.
I'll do all that I can.
I was just trying to. There, I got the ride on the worst time. I was about to go for the focus strike on the head. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna wait for you. I'm gonna go for a couple basic hits right now.
That's our cue. Commencing barrage.
No, wrong way. Pop that. Ow. Slam him in the crotch right there. His crotch nub.
Opportunity strikes.
Alright, please hit him in the... Okay. Guess it wants me to do a focus strike. Highlighting. I was trying to go for the attack. Oh, you got away before I was able to cancel it.
Deep breaths.
Or course I knew you were flying off
Grab
too, and I
what
was
that
trying
monster
to
dropped.
cancel it too. Oh, he has to fight the Rathalers. Bang.
Let's go! It's life or death!
Not that I really need them, but pretty sure I'm 39 right now. I can double check. I don't know if I marked the Rumpopolo earlier after I killed it. I don't think I did, but you never know with these sorts of things. Also put the dash extract away. But yeah, I think once we hit our goal, I'm a little over,
This order form will get you the
I
best
will
ever to
attempt proof of a hero if we have the time for it. Worry about that later. No, we are actually one off. Never mind. Alright, we got 10
If you
more.
like soup and noodles, we've got a special delivery for you.
No, we got none right here. Any high ranks? That's pricey. Tempered investigation. Let me go prep real quick. I'm gonna switch to gun lance.
Make sure you're prepared.
Cheek clapper. I'm sorry. His name is Cheek Clapper. That is amazing. That's the kind of name I would see in DVD. No, to be fair, this game's community is obsessed with sex. They are the Chainsaw Man.
This one's going
He's like
to be tough,
Chainsaw
but
Man.
I'm sure you'll manage a result worth the struggle. We've received supplies. Let's be sure to use them.
And if any of you have ever read / watched Chainsaw Man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, they killed the Rumpopolo already. That's a shame. Fast traveling. Surprise, bitch! Ooh, I didn't actually have a chance to... I actually don't have my elemental right now. Not my dragon resist. After this, I think I will go to Kashin though. I mean, even with Dragon Blight inflicted on me, I'm still doing a really decent amount of damage. What? Brother, what? Dragon Blight on me too. Hello, monkey. Monkey, beat him up. No, monkey. Oh, shoot. My meal's up. Alright, let me get something quick. I'm just gonna put a thing of rations down. Recommended meal, the rations only. I can get... That'll at least get me something going. I was not paying attention at the time. I knew I was low, I did not realize I was that low. Considering that is enough to basically one-tap me. It's not ideal. Stay on the ground. You need to die, kind sir. Yeah, I don't think you're going anywhere. Something tells me. Alright, we're going to Sheen. Cause he's just gonna give me a free meal, and Moxie meal is useful. I'm prefer the Carver meal, but to be fair, all of them have really good useful stuff. I was gonna Moxie meal is nice for keeping HP up, and then there's the Kunava meal for defense, Capris meal for, or one the Suja meal for the attack for Capris. And then Azuz is for Carve. We'll just have evasion extension too, which isn't terrible. But I'd rather just have flat defense boost in the form of basically a second Divine Blessing. Or just an occasional attack boost. Both of those are very valuable. Ah, we're going to the grave tree, the tree graves. You aren't even gonna mark them with names? Here, I'll give you a minute. A lot of people have died though. Oh my god. I'm assuming they probably started out in the front and then worked their way all the way back. But considering how big this area is, in terms of, like, you got a little bit of rubble, so like maybe you lost some graves there, or they haven't cleared it out to put graves there. But considering it's 4 here, that's also not as many as there are here, because there's 8 per. That's 56 in that section. This is 32 here. So that's 88. This is another 6 here, but that's 4 here, so that's 10 to 98. With another 16. Then another 3.
Could I offer you a meal?
And then this one is 9. So you're talking, I'm sure there's probably some mathematical formula that you could use. Like, I'm sure if I wanted to, I could actually spend enough time going ahead and looking through and calculating based on group and take some rough estimates. And be like, okay, you know, we're going to assume here that on the basis of this, we're going to assume roughly about this. We know it's a little bit lower because da-da-da-da-da. I'm sure there's some way to calculate it, though. And honestly, I'm kind of curious, because we could estimate probably, well, I don't know. I don't think we could estimate how many generations there were, but... Plus, you're going to be having a lot of issues of, like, people that got eaten, or... Because we don't know how long they live, either. We don't know if they necessarily are all living the full human life expectancy. You might have a lot of people that are dying, like with the one guy that got jumped by a Jay-Woo. And we don't know how long they figured that out, so they might have had a lot of people, they might have just recently kind of figured out how to be more effective with it to keep people alive. I mean, they probably had something before, but like maybe they didn't have it as effective, where maybe like instead of being, say, 70% effective, it was 50% effective. So we really don't have an estimation because of that, but we can make an estimation about how many people died. As morbid as that kind of is in this context.
Yes.
I don't think they're gonna be... I don't think that Rompopolo's alive. But I kind of want to do that one. That one has a higher chance of actually being alive. Actually, he is alive, duh. Or a higher chance of actually having a decent amount of HP that I can do to it, is my point. But yeah, I'm definitely up for running Proof of a Hero today.
By order of the guild.
We'll do it solo, with just myself and Gustavo. And then... I did make the small changes to the Udra set to actually give myself the Frenzy. Which should help. I just gotta make sure that I have... Well, I was gonna say, I should have enough.
There.
I can double check the numbers, but...
Got it on the ground. It's on its left legs. Just a little more. to a new area.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're getting punched in the face by a giant gunbird. And then you're gonna die.
We're getting paid well for that one.
His lineage has been ended. Fire. Hunt his corpse. That's the greatest corpse. If I kind of am. I mean, we're carving it up. We're technically desecrating it. Honestly, though, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next Wednesday, unless we end up picking up SCP again. And going through with Chapter 2, because I want to, but I don't know how much the guys want to. I know Doggo's not a huge fan of that part. I can get Liam to go through with me. I think that'd be kind of fun. Otherwise, I'll need to find another game to play. Because Warframe just doesn't have a lot going on right now, as much as I want to do Warframe. It's just, I don't have a lot to do that isn't just spamming relic missions, or just going and doing Duviri, or like going and doing a couple bounty missions to get some decorations. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of like a full decoration stream of just not even doing any missions and just fashion framing it up and doing this and doing that, but I'm like, that's just not too much work. Obviously it's not too much work. If it was, I wouldn't even be suggesting the idea. But it is one of those that I'm like, eh. I don't think there's enough to do in that singular stream. Unless I were to do like a major project. And at that point, I'd have to spend days or maybe a week or two in advance.
Let's be on our way.
Oh, I think I missed Barrow 2 this week too. Let me double check. I'm just realizing. Oh yeah, I 100% missed Barrow. To be fair, it's not the first time I have. It's a little bit less surprising considering I'm not actively playing Warframe right now. It's not been on my mind as much. I mean, I am still playing it, but like, not on stream. In my last weekend, I was doing other stuff anyway. Oh, where's the other one? I'm just realizing, where's the other one, Popo? I'm gonna sneak attack this one and then just run.
Nimble as a cat. Fear says it.
Bye, monkey. Bye, monkey.
The monsters are fighting each other.
Yeah, feel free to fight each other. That's the part that I like. Hello, Miss Octopus. So I think before we go ahead and fight Proof of a Hero, I want to try and do the quest for Udra. Because I think I can handle it. Worst case, I pop out the support hunters. It's whatever. But Udra isn't the most terrifying one. Like, if I can do... What's his face? If I can do Uthduna, I think Udra is going to be fine. I've seen a little bit. I've seen what one of Udra's things look like, and they look really good too. I'm quite confident I can at least get a B rank. Though I am gonna try it enough to get an A rank. I think is the ideal. So I don't care after I get an A rank, outside of like maybe helping the guys if they want some. Considering Doggo was very late to the party and still got a B rank, we were barely outside of A rank time, and that was mostly just because Uthduna had extra HP, and he was learning a new weapon while trying to get Uthduna done. Still got barely out of B range, or barely into B range, and out of A range. I think we'll probably be fine when it comes to Udra. with helping the guys on that part. Well, that's probably an off-screen thing, admittedly. So I'll do that at exact, once I hit 850, I will do that, more or less. Probably there aren't immediately any other Rompopos I can get. Sometimes I got other Rompopos I can immediately get, then that's a little bit of a different story. I'll focus that first.
The monster dropped something.
I'll take the heavy explosion pod over the bomb pod. Because that's 70 times 3. And I'll take that over the other one too.
Mind if I hop on?
Double piercing pod's generally better. Because if I can get, like, it's about what, 320. So if I get 7 hits of thing there, or I get something similar, I'll be in a good spot. Got sticky ammo now, okay. Must have used mine up when I was using on something else. Oh, probably was down there. Hey, look, there's Monkey again. What in the chicken dance is that? Yeah, get him! Get him, Granada! With an animation locked, I would have 100% got myself a boost from that.
Hey, Ugly! Over here!
Pop.
Power up activated! All right.
And kablam.
Blood.
Whoa. Die. Okay. We'll take that. Good enough for me. Works for me. That would have been enough anyway. That it did over 320. So have been stronger than an explosion pod right there.
We're getting paid well for that one.
Or if I'm wrong, it would have been just about 320.
Amazing.
So it's pretty low. A couple hits would have actually killed him. Alright, 843. mean, 7 minutes 10 seconds is not bad of a time for 2 of them. Give me 1 second. There we go, sorry about that.
Oh, there's a quest that's only available right now.
I actually kind of want to do this one, even if Ron Popo's dead.
Location confirmed. Moving out.
Yeah. I love the small child. Little sussy child on her end is doing pretty well. I'm just texting her real quick because she just texted me. Wanted to make sure she was okay. This little croc is very important to me. Then I know she looks up to me and I want to make sure she's okay anyway, because she and her sister don't always have the best relationship sometimes. Very hit or miss sometimes. They don't always end up talking to each other a lot. So it does make me worry about her some. You know how it is, older brother stuff. This one she texted me right out of the blue when she was playing Roblox earlier. I have no idea what she's playing, mind you. All I know is she told me it's some fun game with one of her friends. Okay, can I carve? Thank you. I'm running in the wrong direction entirely.
I got it. Nice.
I got him out. There we go. I'm gonna wait for them though before I do anything funky. I don't know why you would have gone for the head in that scenario as opposed to the body. Body's generally the better one to hit, especially because that's a really high up spot. Maybe this guy knows something I don't, but if I'd been a little quicker, I might have been able to get the head. That's not good. can like one of you bot me or something, please? Okay, well I'm not down. I did roll through mostly. You take it. Right. Taking big damage down there. Pop. Ow. Me being locked onto him is not a good thing. I really wish you could disable that. And I could turn it on manually if I'm being auto. I mean, it's good for navigation, but barring that, it is such a pain. Alright, giant or bear dragon guy. See, if Gravio was for a Pokemon, I'm telling you, he'd be Rock Dragon. I think he 100% is Rock Dragon, simply on the basis of him being literally an ore dragon. That or he'd be like Dragon Steel. Nice 20 right there. Nope.
Now your name will spread further.
And his leading edge.
I'm stating the obvious, but it's amazing that no two specimens are the same.
Good boy.
You got a... What is that, tier 2? Tier 2, nice. I do need more of those. Only one, but could be worse. Ooh, that's not bad. I think anyway. Exploit. Foray's kind of useless. Opener Blaze. Opening shot's only good for gun. Blaze is useful though. One more. Must have not done from before. Or from that one, one of the two. Alright, 5 more that I've hit my respective goal for the day. Technically. Go for this person since they're gonna get the most value out of me being there. The 26-minute one, if it's still there when I'm done, I'm gonna go back and do that one because probably someone's off doing something else. Monster Hunter, but I can only SOS call for other players to help me. That'd be kind of a funny thing to do. Wouldn't be very interesting, but because I wouldn't be able to do damage all, but. And something like Proof of a Hero would probably be impossible to do. Well, no, I was gonna say, to be fair, if I give myself the limitation that I can't do damage to the monster outside of, like, drops from it, like, I can shoot pods at it, but I can't use my weapons at all. And I think I'd have to allow myself support hunters on the basis of, if I don't, it could soft lock me if there's no one that wants to help me with the quest. That'd be only after time. I feel like at that point we time out once. But at that point...
Waiting for this.
Circling around like a head. Because I don't know what to do in the meantime. Yep, that one I'm not surprised is there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go in and deal with that. Gives me something extra to do as well. But yeah, as I said, once we hit actual 850, I'll check to see what the situation looks like, and then we'll go from there.
We got this. Leave this to me. Let's begin then.
I want a Monster Hunter game that is just you doing photography. Photography Hunter. I feel like a Monster Hunter game that would be like based on photographing monsters. Like, it's Pokemon Snap, but for Monster Hunter. I think that would be a really cool game. I think that'd be a really fun one too. Like, I would play it. Let me tell you, I would play it. It's Pokemon Snap, but Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So instead of having a track, though, you have to physically go out and, like, you get stuff like the bait to get the monster sleeping. And you'd have berries that you could use to give them. No, you could do a whole bunch of funny things with it. That's kind of the whole point. You'd be trying to get, like, expressions. You could upload the photos online with, like, captions under them. I think that'd be cool. Hang on, I'm writing that down.
We got this.
Can't blame her for being worried for the tribe. Let's go. I'll follow your lead. Now's our chance.
This won't be very long to kill, so I can in the middle of writing it down. Let me get to the monster in time. Like, I genuinely think that'd be a really fun game idea. So instead of having the set course, you've got the set, like, you just walk around on the track, you do your thing. On the track, like, you got, like, an area that you go to. And I think you'd have to, like, unlock sections of it. Would be the big thing. Like, that'd be the big thing overall, is you just gotta go ahead and unlock sections of the track and you go from there. Alright, go back to writing this down. Again, so I'm gonna be quiet for a moment. I'm just finishing typing this because I'm like, I want to write this down. So I like the idea for this. Not both, not later. Like, I'm sure you'd need, I mean, you'd need stuff like binoculars, you would need, I don't know, but, like, you already have a lot of the stuff that you would need anyway for it, because you'd have the binoculars, you'd have stuff like seeds that you could use, like the mite seeds and the adamant seeds, and you'd have, like, a handful of different things, like meat, and you'd be, I feel like you need to make an entire Monster Hunter region for it that has, like, older monsters and a couple new ones in there. But, or maybe, like, you do it where it's, like, all older monsters, but it's, like, some of the new ones that are coming out for the new game. So you get a preview of a couple new ones. You know, something like that. Like, maybe you get a rare, maybe, like, one of the new monsters you get to see before the new game comes out would be, like, a variant monster. And be like, oh, that's a new one. Or maybe you get to see like a new one and be like, oh, this is one of the things from the trailer. Don't know if that counted or not on the last one. I haven't been paying attention enough. I think it did. It's one of those that I'm like, I really wish it didn't in that case if it did. But not like I could have predicted that happening. Pop in and, well, actually I could technically. It's not like I wouldn't predict it happening, let's put it like that. Because I know I could predict it happening, it's just very unlikely, so I wouldn't have expected it to. Is my point. But yeah, I like the idea of it being so like you'd start out with just trying to photo stuff, and then you'd unlock, you know, different foods, so you'd be able to throw like seeds or nuts.
Location confirmed.
Like maybe you'd throw out a dragon strike nut, for instance. Like you'd harvest it, and you'd toss out a dragon strike nut to use as bait. Alright, did that go up? It did. So that's 2 more. I mean, technically gets me to 850, but not exactly how I wanted to get to 850. But it happens. The important part is I'm primarily getting in and actually helping people with quests. Occasional one. I mean, 2 in a row is not great, but we've had overall success today, so we take it. I want to do this one to help out, but I don't trust it. It's just one of those things that's too recent. If it was like 10 minutes, or not 10 minutes in, if it was like 8 minutes in or something like that, I'd be like, okay, sure. That's fair game in my books. But I don't trust other people not to die.
See you again, Hunter.
I wish I could say that I didn't have to worry about that, but
I heard from the others.
yeah. Okay, what do I think I need to do now?
Well, Hunter.
I'm gonna give myself every advantage in the books that I can. So I'm gonna save my mega ones. Use the basic ones. It's still a huge boost though, it's still half an hour long boost. You know, I need to, it should be in the oil well basin, which means Udra generally should be giving me the buff. So, I want to switch over my Udra gear. Oh. Like for the fire. And I think this is an instance where I actually prepare to capture it. Provided that the game allows me to. If I can't, then obviously I don't. Cannot capture. Okay. 14 minutes. What rank is this one? 9-star, 3 strength.
See you again, Hunter.
That shouldn't be terrible. I will bring a trap or 2 with me, that said. I'll actually bring a pitfall trap as well. He's not immune to, well, she's not immune to either of them. And with this, I will go Mizumori. It's a little stronger, the base thing, but I do have higher... No, I'm doing more elemental. It's about the same sharpness. Actually, it's generally going to be better in this instance. I do like Slick Blade, giving me the extra thing there. I actually think I'm going to stick with... in this instance.
Yes.
So I need more consistency.
All right.
Before I do that, make it a meal. I'm gonna take the Capris meal. I'm gonna take this, the Suja. I want Capris out of this. Also, Escape Artist is not bad. That's gonna make it easier for me to get out of stuff. Where's Udra gonna be located? Area 17, so that means my best spot is probably Area 13. And again, having that quick depart at the right area is crucial. That's gonna save me maybe 30 seconds, but 30 seconds is a big amount. Worst case, if it comes to it, I might go in and see where every map location is and see what the closest one to Udra is, unless that is the closest, in which case I'll just work with it.
Okay, let's move out.
I don't know if it is or isn't. No, there is a spot that is slightly closer. Worst case, I'll spawn there. Though it is very similar to the point where I don't know how much of a difference it would actually make, because we're at like 30 seconds in. Like maybe it would save me 5 seconds?
There,
10?
that's our target.
Okay, so I don't have time to go ahead and get. Do I not have earplugs? If I don't, that's a huge problem. If I don't, that is a very big problem.
Hey, get out of there!
Gustavo, I need you to kinda just help me right now, buddy.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
A little bit late. A little bit late on that, Gustavo. Yeah, I'm dead. I got animation locked, but I was not trying to do that. I was trying to do a regular slash. I was not trying to do a blade dance on there. Alright, I'm gonna head back, and we're just gonna do that again, because there's no way I start. Actually, I'm going to head back over to the other spot and set up a camp there. And then we're gonna restart. There's no way I get... If I'm dying that quickly, there's no way I get that. Also, the fact that I don't have the ears, the earplugs, that's a huge issue. So I will just accept the fact that I'm going to need to restart, and it's whatever. I do 6, so that's fine. Alright, let me see what the issue is. So yeah, I only have one earplug tool, right? Because that's not giving me... No, I get 22. So I can set this for Udra. That charm gives me the earplugs. But yeah, 3 minutes in and I've barely done shit. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna need to pop another meal because I did lose my insurance meal. And that's not gonna come back. And I want that there just in case. So let's go ahead and restart that. I have a better spawn. And I'm gonna actually have the earplugs. And I'm hopefully not gonna get cornered immediately and go down. Oh, that's perfect. That's the exact meal I was about to go grab. Because I do like the defense one, I want the offensive one to speed things up. As long as I don't get put in the corner, like what happened there, I should be fine.
Got here fast.
So I want you to give me all that you have as well.
Do you have any requests? Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Alright, where's Granny at? Granny! Granny's that way. Granny! Hello, Granny. Thank you, Granny.
To the creature that gave its life for us.
I can just go this way. 4 seconds left on that. That's gonna be a reset anyway on those. I'm not worried about the demon drugs or like the armor skin. That's such a small amount of time that I'm not. Like, I should not be worried about a 30-minute one going on in remaking that. This I'm going to, because that's a small amount of stats, but that's still stats. That adds up.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get whatever. Let's do this again. We're gonna go from area to 15. And I think that's the closest I can get to Udra's area, because I don't think Udra has a spot right there outside of. Which, yeah, that does cut me through area 13 that I don't have to do. It is at the back of area 15, but I think that'll save me at least 10 seconds. Which is big. Again, this is one of those things that every second counts.
Commencing the quest. Are you ready? We've been issued supplies. Feel free to take a look.
Yeah, that saves me like 5 to 10 seconds. Which is a big amount of time in a quest like this, where that's the difference potentially between an A and a B.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Organize.
Gotta treat that.
Some slinger ammo there.
Perfect.
Here, Bob. I'm your target.
Whipped that pretty badly. Don't jump. Take that though, that's a good deal. Flare up, okay.
Leave this to me. Shields inbound.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Okay, we're out. Warp to area 9. Tactical retreat to the next area.
On my way there.
Just going to fight a Rathalos. Ah, I missed the jump on it. That's unfortunate. That's really, really bad. If I'd hit the wound, I would have been fine. If I didn't, if I expected that she was going to do that attack, I would have gone ahead and went for plan B and went for a different hit instead.
You will have another chance. I'm just glad you're all right.
That would have stopped me from getting hit right there if I did that.
This way to the shock trap. inbound.
So I need you to be a little bit more... Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good jump there. That's huge. One with big attacks gets nerfed heavily.
The monster left a piece behind.
Where's she running to? Got 4.5 minutes to kill it. I don't know how much HP she has, and I don't have anything that's going to give me any indication.
Here we go. The monsters are fighting each other. All right. Fine. Got a couple. Wait, almost there.
So I want to take that piece that the Udra dropped. I think it'll probably be Explosion Pod, and even then, I don't think that's as important as just stopping this thing. No sleep for you, so no heal.
Power up. Activate.
Got like 20% HP, less than.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Done. 12 minutes, 8 seconds. Once I didn't get bullied into the corner first try, effectively. Technically second, but basically first try. I'm not really worried about the tentacles. They're cool, but they're also kind of whatever. Shock Trap really helped, though, I will say. That one Shock Trap got me a huge combo off. But yeah, that is an A rank Udra for me. 12 minutes, 8 seconds, best time. Solo. And an Arc Temper Udra certificate. And, ooh, and a Flame Gem. Alright, that means I just gotta get Jin Jihad. Heavy Fire. Attack. Attack Thunder, okay. What'd we get? Anything good? Not that great. That is a bleed resist one that could be really decent with Soragio's Power Prologue can be useful. Ambush is not terrible. I'll take that one because it's a That one's not terrible. There is some stuff like mining or like resource gathering that could be useful. But these two are not great. Sell these two. Technically no feints, technically. Even if it had marked as one feint, I don't think it would have been that big a deal. If I'd actually hit the wound, I think I wouldn't have had... I probably would have been sub 12 if I'd hit the tentacle, as opposed to missing it and getting downed. I'd bet you.
I'm here if you need me.
Well, at least I can try to saying I did it solo. Date today. Just one day after it started. Yeah, C rank is just completed at all. B rank is 18 or under. It's A. It was basically just pure dual blades, not even gun lance. I've seen one of them. I've not seen the other two pendants. I've seen what the basic one looks like. The one that looks similar to the proof of contest, essentially. I've seen that one. And that looks pretty cool. I actually do like it. Which makes me wonder, what are the other two gonna look like? And I'm not gonna search them up. I'm not gonna search those ones up. And to be fair, I was just searching something up and I ended up, because we were talking about the Jindahad pendants. And I was curious what those ones look like. I don't remember what they look like at this point. I remember it being like very frosty though. I know the A rank one's very frosty, where it starts emitting like cold mist out. That's the only thing I remember from it. This will at least give me some tier 2s.
Okay, let's head out.
Alright. Looks like Rathlos is the first one. Yeah, that really wasn't too bad for Udra. I bet you 100% I could go with the guys in there and have them get it. Especially since both are rank 100 now. Usually they get in rank 9 Udra. And the wacky smacky. I'll move closer to you, boy. Ow, that's not what I meant. Poison is stored in the claws. This is the female one, which is stored in the tail. I actually don't think we needed to flash it. That was kind of a waste. We had it staggered. We could have hit the wings a little bit and hit enough times to down it. If it hadn't gotten down, I would have said that's when we pop it. Game turned me. More than it already was being turned, more than I already was being turned. Wow, someone got a... Two people? I think 2 people got a raft jewel out of that. That's a shame I didn't. Not that I really need one, but... Feels bad, man.
Make room for me too.
Okay. Did the host lose connection, or did I technically lose connection? No, I'm online. The host probably DC'd or something. The host maybe left because he wanted to capture the raft floats or something like that. I don't know. Maybe his internet's cut out. Or the game could have just had a hiccup. I'm not really worried. I'd rather be solo at that point though and get rid of the AI, but... That's done. Yeah, that's bad. Hey Mina, it'd be really great if Mina has her own Palico named V. I didn't know that. I've never seen that before. I guess to be fair, all of them probably do. You basically never see it. No flash pods necessary. Time. To be fair, my vision was also blocked, so I didn't see it was about to charge a fireball. He's trying to still use the thing.
For your stamina.
That's also white too. That would have been great to have that knockdown there. One of them already knocked him down too many times. Even there, so he's immune to flash pods now. Pop. Bip. So now I kind of want to see what each support hunter's thing looks like. Including Fabio and Nadia, but they're not available right now because its event season's not on right now. We gotta wait until October. Oh, that hurts. That's bad. Wraithy and Big suck.
Hold strong. I'll do all that I can. Target down. Aim fully locked.
Give you love. I'm not really worried. I've got literally 50 minutes to win this. If I don't beat it in 50 minutes, we got a bigger problem, considering I could beat Arc-Tempered Udra 9-star in that time. What caused the stench? Did one of the AI throw out a stench pod, or did something stench?
Do we pursue straight away?
Yeah, we do. help that you're here.
Hey, shake it off.
You are low, though. That is the big thing. You are hitting each other. Lock got me again. Animation lock my non-bullet. I need what? I don't think I got anything. Okay, they are throwing stench pods at the Raytheon. That's good. 'Cause that covers me. And the Raytheon's a lot more dangerous in terms of the poison. Like, I think the Raytheon is genuinely more scary than the Rathalos. If only because of the fact that until you have poison resistance. At that point, they're both fairly trivial. At that point, the Rathalos is a lot scarier. But even then, I don't think a Rathalos is that terrifying in comparison to a Raytheon at low level. At low level, a Raytheon can just poison you and really mess you up, because that poison will down you. But once you actually have poison immunity charms and whatnot, that's not a problem.
Don't forget to grab with that monster.
Okay, I got Raytheon Ruby at least, or Apple Ruby at least.
Oh, that's pretty lucky.
Alrighty. Reload. In case I want to use the gun lance, I want to be prepared. Where's the battle remains? There it is. I don't care what it is. I was gonna say piercing or slashing would be better. If it's the explosion, I'll take it too. Oh, there's another tempered Rathalos. I'm gonna preemptively put this to 851. Forget what I said. We got 2 of these to kill. But we can spare a couple minutes. For a second. The guys and I were having a talk last night. We were talking about older games. And how, just as a whole, we kind of, a lot of us generally prefer the older games over a lot of the newer ones. Yeah, I mean, we had the big issue of, like, the writing in games, for example, generally getting worse with some of the more modern games. And while I do think one of them was a bit extreme in saying that, like, oh, we probably just need, like, Ubisoft, Nintendo, and other ones to retire and just stop working on games. So I'm like, okay, what's the company gonna do then? But I do agree with the statement of, like, maybe it is time for after 10 generations of Pokemon, that Pokemon just focuses on spin-off titles, and we don't really need to make a new region or anything. So like, okay, it would suck that we don't have any more mainline Pokemon games. But to be fair, you have literally over 1,000 Pokemon at this point. Like, I think it's fair that if you were to focus on doing X spin-off or Y spin-off, or, you know, maybe you make regional forms and the new Pokemon you make are evolutions to regional forms or something like that. You know, I think that'd be a good compromise. So I think I would want that, not necessarily, but like, I can definitely see the thought process behind it. I will say that it is perfectly fine if we're getting less than 100 Pokemon per generation at this point. At least I think so. Like, 100 Pokemon is a lot. Heck, that's how many Pokemon were introduced in Johto, more or less. Because you went from 151 to like 251, 252, somewhere around there. my ship wasn't working, and now it is. He doesn't have stamina. I don't know. He has some good mine. I'm gonna ideally try to get this one. If I end up getting the other one first, that's gonna suck, but it's whatever. Good dodge, McNugget. Good job. That. Oh well. See if I can get this injured and maybe killed soon. Problem is the AI is not going to be targeting this one as much. I'm going to go for the other one. But I think I have a higher DPS than them. So that might help. That also depends on how much wounds they're making and so how much I can actually hit my wound jumps. Alright, frog feet. I need you to get jumped by the Raytheon real good. That one's dead, basically. So it is possible. So I think they're waiting for the orders on the other one. Which is good for me because it slows down that, so I can actually get the double kill. Because they realize I'm not targeting it, so they're not going to kill it. So unfortunately this means this thing still has 2.6 times HP. Okay, you're gonna scream at me? You can eat that too for that. Well, the other one's kinda dead. You ain't fighting me, so what are you doing? Getting sliced, boy. walking off to? You went down here. Decided you didn't want to go down here. And you're going somewhere. Where is somewhere? Boy, I swear to God, if you do not... Okay, I was gonna say... So if you do not die...
Guess that mission's complete.
I still want my giant crane death. I still think it'd be hilarious. Do I think it would do any elemental? Probably not, unless they did something weird. Like imbue its head with some kind of element, the giant one. But I don't think, I was gonna say, maybe it'd be blast. I feel like if it was gonna be any element, it'd be a blast weapon. Ooh, max size Rathalos. I'll take a gold crown Rathalos on that. That's a good deal.
Yes.
Okay, tempered. Again, no, I like this quest. I want to help people with it, but I just don't trust people not to die. Don't like that one that much. Alright, we'll go back to this one then. I want to try at least get a couple more. I know we're technically above the goal, but I started out at 33. I want to try to at least get to 58, ideally 60. At that point, I'm going to do one proof of a hero run, and then we'll wrap things up from there.
Hurrying to the location now.
So,
Weapons at the ready.
go through this way. Alright. Because yeah, we should be pretty good. I mean, we'll see with proof of a hero. I've gotten pretty close before. Udra is usually the big time taker that doesn't give me enough for Arcfeld. I've hit Arcfeld with Skull, but usually I end up dying with like 30 seconds left. Or I think one instance where I actually did time out straight up. But Arcfeld being at Skull. He had some 14,000 HP. So I know 14,200 is how much Arcfeld has at Skull. I've done my looking up. Keep the weapon topped up just because of the fact that it's 12% extra damage we have from being in white. That's not even counting for elemental where it's stronger than that. By some amount, too, because in blue, by some amount. But I don't think it's by 12%. I know it's 1.2 times for blue, green is 1, and white is 1.32. I don't know the elemental. I think blue is 1.05, so it's 5% extra. And I think it might be 1.1 for blue, or for white. I think it's 1.1. Again, don't quote me. I don't know those numbers off the top of my head for the elemental for the white, but I believe it's 5% extra for. I know it's one. I know it's 1 times, and I think 95% or it's full elemental on green. So obviously, you hitting green and then yellow isn't terrible for early game, because you're not going to be having blue. Heck, I don't think until mid game even you get blue. And by mid game I mean like towards the end of low rank and beginning of high rank. And then your 7-star weapons and your 8 stars are gonna be your white sharpness. Big thing here is we need to start breaking his head. If I'd been dual blades, I actually think I could have gotten it. Maybe we would be good if my teammates actually paid attention. I know it was probably a mistake, but it's still a little bit annoying for me. At least it gives me a chance to switch weapons. Or at least make the most out of it. One head break. I need 2. Ah, I was animation locked on that. I couldn't get it. Brother, you just did it. We just got up. Break that head. Awesome. Can't flashback anymore. I'm gonna grab that piece of hard rock. That's a free blunt pod. Okay, I slightly overshot somehow. I would love to have gone ahead and hit him right in the face and stunned him. Or at least did some amount of damage. To be fair, probably was like 80, so that's not that big. So, the stun chance would have been nice.
Oh, good. You're all right.
As many itch as we can. What are you doing? Because gonna say, if you're not gonna carve it up, like, we're waiting on you. But yeah, 9-star Udra getting taken out from full HP in like 11 minutes, not terrible. So I know 10-star one doesn't have full HP. I actually think it has about the same HP as 9-star does, if not a little less. Because it doesn't spawn with full HP, it actually has a reduced amount from what it should be from 10-star. It's about like 60-65%. Alright, let me double check the thing there. 853.
Yeah.
We got any tempered ones? If we don't, I think I have a tempered one that has 1 charge left. I'll go do that one. And then we'll go do Proof of a Hero afterwards. Yeah. There we go. So this will be our last set of Rompopolos, and then it's gonna be proof of a hero time. And then, provided I don't get killed early, I'll do one attempt. If I get to Arkveld, we'll count that as an attempt. Because it'll still be a good, like, 20 minutes to get to there, I imagine. Maybe a little bit faster if we get lucky.
Okay,
But I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the big stuff there, and then I'm also gonna make sure I have a fresh meal for full stamina, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright, we're waiting for this one to go up. I'm gonna be a little bit below him, because that way whenever he goes up there, he's not gonna knock me. Okay, you're considered here now. Fine. So I'll be just under the amount, but I'm like, it's only 3 less. Again, I'm gonna get myself to 875 off stream, and I'll actually have a whole week to do so. So by the time we get to next week, we'll be at 900 at the end of next week, next Thursday. So that's gonna be exciting. Ran out of stamina, right? I'm missing like half my bar almost. Lose that wound, unfortunately. That's a little not great, but he's dead, so that's better. Can I talk you, please?
Something.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not surprised he dropped something, Eric. It was a tempered one. We just murked him. Double piercing? Double piercing! I don't care about that last one. It's either piercing or explosion. Doesn't matter. I can't pick it up anyway. Not my priority. Geronimo!
There. That's our target.
Didn't even know it did.
They called me the certified
Nimble as a
Rompopo.
cat. Fierce as a cat.
Ow. That's a good shot right there. That was a decent one. It was an Udra, that's an Udra. Oh, she's gonna kill him. She is gonna kill him. Oh, she's gonna kill me too, apparently.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
No, 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 Udra, no.
Over here, bub. I'm your target.
Gustavo, your sacrifice will not be in vain. Oh, he just saw me immediately. Okay. He's enraged, so it's not gonna really do much for him. Instead of him gonna eat an entire blast to the face. Blam!
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
But it's like, I think it'd be cool. Getting back on the topic from earlier, like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, imagine you're like some guy from the Monster Hunter guild. You're a guy from the guild, but like your job is like you're the photo guy. You go ahead and photograph species for documentation, so that way there's always at least a couple photos of them out in the wild. That way you knew what their behavior was like and you could study them even if you didn't have them nearby, or if they went extinct, you have documentation.
Almost there.
Or hell, if you have to, go ahead and be at like some monster researcher guild that's not necessarily the Monster Hunter guild that you're a part of. You know that there's like the Riders, though they're not really like a guild, but they're more an associated group, handful of tribes that befriend the monsters and ride them and do stuff with them. That's where we get Monster Hunter stories from. I don't know what the case for 3 is, but I know 1 and 2 you're playing as a different tribe each time. Playing as a dude in each tribe. I don't remember the case for 1 fully, but I know for 2 you start on like an island, and you're like the grandson of the chief that was there. So now you had the Raised Wing Ratha. I know you had the original Ratha. And I know in the new one you have Sky Scale Ratha. Can I just say, I love how uncreative the names are. Capcom, I don't want to bash you for it, but like Ratha the Rathalos, Gravi the Gravios, like we can do a little better than that. We could do a little better. At least you can name your own outside of that. That's like naming it Turdy the Turtwig, which I did when I was like 7. And yes, that is actually what I named my Turtwig. Because I remember, for context, for anyone that doesn't know, Diamond and Pearl were my first Pokemon games. My first ever Pokemon I chose was Turtwig. I have a very fondness for the turtle. I still do. Though I do usually pick Piplup now. But you know when the remakes came out, I did pick Torterra to rock with. Because I do still have some fondness for it. I do need flash pods. Let me stock these up. Again, I'm gonna need to pop one midway through because it's like a 50-minute mission. Even that, it's probably gonna be like 45 minutes, so I'm gonna need to keep these stocked. Though Arkfeld, I probably don't have to worry about it until.
All right, time to get serious.
The important part is I can get to Ray Dow. If I can get, the faster I can get through Ray Dow, because Ray Dow is gonna be like one of the big ones that since I don't have another monster to help me chip it down. Because even Udra, or not Udra, even Duna, who has limited capabilities. Why am I not? Random pouch, big boy. I don't actually think I need the Thunderbug capacitors. I'm generally not... Actually, if I'm going to take that, though, I might need... I'm not using the flash bugs. Alright, I'm going to go for the Kunafa meal. Because that's the big one. I got a bunch of nourishing extract at least. I went bowling and I got like 90 in one go. I have a screenshot from it when I say that. It's not even an exaggeration. I have a screenshot of it. I was streaming it to the boys and they were like, oh my god, how? I'm like, oh, this is super easy. You have 2 giant ones there, and as long as you don't overstep the line and cause it to explode immediately for a foul ball, you roll down and it's almost impossible not to get at least a B. Did you get that first try? Oh, looks like it's gonna rain again. It's starting to get dark out again, and not like dark from thing, but like dark as in... These guys go rather. Alright. I'm ready to go. We got one good attempt at this. And it's time for proof of a hero. Exit dunk that. My drink.
To restore safety to the area and protect its ecosystem, the guild authorizes you to hunt that monster.
Acknowledged.
Ah, fuck. Bop. That's excellent. I mean, I'll take the hit in exchange for going ahead and getting a free down on him, though. Any wound's a good wound, I will say. We take any wound we can get. Oh, I jumped through that, but I didn't have the thing there. Okay. That sucks. I think... To be fair, that's not uncommon. Usually, Raydao does take out the insurance meal.
Are you
That's
okay?
pretty common.
Make sure you stock up on whatever you need. We have supply items from the guild.
We'll be heading back over anyway once we get to... Okay, I think that was right there. I was trying to power up. What? Did that one-shot me? That did. I just looked over. That did one-shot me. Okay, we're restarting that, clearly. I'm not going into Duna with 1 life left on spare. Right now touches me. I'm assuming between the laser and then him flying back insta-gibbed me. Because I was somehow not out of the range of the laser, despite being literally behind him and where his wings are, which is generally pretty safe. What in the 9 hells? Alright, we do that again. We'll just do it better than before. That's what we'll do. I'll just restock this early. I know it's not really worth doing so, but I want to try and keep it as best as I can. Having my flash fly set already on me is going to be a huge advantage too, because I don't have to take a couple seconds to go through that, which means I'm not looking down there. I can focus my surroundings more. Worst case, if I need to, I have ancient potions with me to cap out my stamina. So once we get to Arkfeld, I don't mind using it on him. Because I've not been using the ancient potions anyway, and that would be the time to use it. To get myself back as much stamina bar as I can without needing to pop rations excessively.
To restore safety to the area and protect its ecosystem.
Alright,
The
take 2.
guild authorizes you to hunt that monster.
Acknowledged. We go!
Not as likely as I would have early, but I'm not going to risk getting shot already. Getting downed.
Rob's away!
Ah. I ran out of stamina at the worst time.
Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
back up the way. That's 12% extra. That's big. Run, save my stamina. Try to at least. Okay, dodge there. Or there. It's hard for that one. Oh, I dodged out of the way, but I didn't. I know I had stamina there. I just must have not properly dodged, and I don't think I rolled. I think give me a sidestep, which does not give me iframes. That just gives me mobility.
We've been issued supplemental supplies. Take a look
5
later.
minutes. He's probably at about 50. No, I was gonna say something. He's about 10 minutes. Probably about 60%. I want to say. Over here, this is like the hardest mission in the game, and one of in just Monster Hunter history, so I'm not surprised. Then again, I've done this before, and I've gotten really close, so I know it's definitely possible if I can get a little better with things. Just gotta get more practice against it. Just abuse moments like this. Oh shoot. I have a wing. I have a wing, or a wing right there at the edge of it. That's huge. He still blasted me anyway.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Maybe a little bit slow on that Gustavo, but yeah, that. That's huge. We gotta wing tell him that's not. Was there a pillar in the way? Oh, the pillar was in the way, wasn't it? I'm just gonna keep continuing at this point. I'm gonna go and just continue. I'm probably not gonna win though, knowing that, because that pillar screwed me. If I'd been in a spot where the pillar wasn't, or if the pillar had been shattered already. If I'd been the opposite side of the map, that would have been great. You know, that pillar's still there. There's no way I'm riding right now. Buddy, I just respawned. Can you give me a moment? also one on the side of your face that I can exploit in a second. We'll take every wound we can get. Except that. We don't like that.
All right.
Really. And there goes one of my heal potions. And my part of my HP. I wouldn't mind if that rock got broken. Like, I know I can ram something into there and it does like 2,000 damage, but I really don't think that's worth it if it ends up getting me potentially killed like it just did before. Because limiting where I can go is much more dangerous. 2,000 damage is not too difficult to do. Like, I probably, just in this burst alone, done more than 200 damage easily. Duna's here. Thank God I have invulnerability during that warp. That would have killed me, and I would have been like, nope, okay, we're just done. We're just done this stream. God damn it, right out. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I knew that immediately. I was stunned there and he was going in for the railgun charge. I knew I was dead there. Again, I'm going to keep going anyway. But this has just been a severely unlucky run. Considering the last one was fairly unlucky, this has been very unlucky. Especially because stun is... I know there's a stun meter that builds up. Ugh. I need Ray Dow to not attack me. I need him to go for Duna instead. Like, that is the big thing. That or I need him to die, either way. I need something to be dealt with. $2,000 damage right there is huge. I need to pop that. I don't want to, but the fact that I... Good, 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 good. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Alright, we're popping this. Popping this. Oh, popping this.
Time to get serious.
Pop this. Duna's definitely taking a good amount of damage right now. That's gonna hurt though. I didn't actually do as much as I thought it would. Take it. Try and shatter his claw. Got a wound. That hurts.
I made eye contact with it.
Yep, that's gonna kill me.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I need you to really pop that now, buddy. My arm. That's huge, that's huge.
Leave this to me. Heels
Oh
inbound.
my god, I thought that was gonna kill me. Udra's here. Oh my god, Udra's already here?
Each other.
15 minutes. Okay. I didn't realize Udra was already here. Ray Down must have done so much damage more than I thought it did. Okay, Udra. Alright, big step, big step, big step. Udra really doesn't do much with that, but... That's a big amount of damage, though.
More company. Look out.
Give myself some distance. I'm gonna pop a ration. Step back, let myself get some. Duna rushing in means I have to run back and retreat now again to heal, which is not ideal. It almost might be worth cutting the gate. I know it's generally not worth cutting the gate. I need to move it. Because yeah, Udra did a lot more to me than Udra did. When Udra's been out. So I'm pretty sure Duna did at least 10% of Udra's HP. At least.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound. Got it on the ground.
That's huge. It's also toppled too. Look at the oil glob. I thought that's really useful, but nope. I'm gonna back up, sharpen myself, keep white there, and then I'm gonna go pop a big pot. And then we're gonna go ahead and demon powder, hard shell, adamant, bite, shock. Pitfall. Ah. Need to pop this.
Right on target.
Good little spot right there. We can exploit that for a moment. Put 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. I need arc belt here soon.
Part broke off. Pull out the carpet later. Another flux. Hey, get out of there!
Arc belt's here. Where's the thing? Right there. 28.5 minutes. Okay. That's plenty. Arc belt's on the pitfall trap. That's actually good for me. It's plenty good. Because it gives Uthduna a chance to actually attack and do something to Arc belt. It's you and I. Udra, it's you and I right now. And I really need you to not ignite me. Because otherwise we're both dead. Alright, big boy. You wanna play? Let's play. Got him. That's huge. Cancel that. Cancel that. Gustavo, oh my god, Gustavo, clutching up. Moving over.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Gustavo, my beloved.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Oh, I need to hit that. There we go. We're gonna sharpen this up. And now we're gonna go ahead and start popping. If I didn't have that, I would have been dead air. Arc Club does not want to be tripled when I really wish I had a second person to join in for this. Really, he's the one hard one. I'm not doing amazing on time for him. I got 21 minutes left. I have a lot of white on the set of dual blades, which means I might need to rework them to have a little bit less crit and a little bit more sharpness on white.
Get out of there!
I'm also hitting Arco a lot with so. Judge attack. Yeah, I'm dead. I couldn't do anything there. Getting on McNugget killed me there. If he'd been a little bit further away, I might have been able to roll away from the attack. Well, that is unfortunate. We did get him down to, what, 60%, I think?
That was quite the ordeal. Let's make sure you're ready for a rematch.
Oh. Oh no, it's higher then. It doesn't actually use the first one. Okay, no, I'm not crazy. Okay. Okay, so we had about 2/3, 70% of what his HP was. We got him down we got him about a third down. So I think it's definitely possible. Worst case, if I do knock this out by myself off stream, I'm not gonna feel too bad. Like, it would feel cool to do it on stream and have a clippable moment of it. And be like, hey, look what I did. So it was always a memory of it on the channel. But Arkfeld's the big question mark in that. I just don't have ways of killing him faster without having more people in. Still, we put up a really good fight. The fact that we were at such a big disadvantage from basically the start of it, because I got down 3 times. Like, I think it might have been possible if I didn't get down twice right at the very start. Pretty much. If Ray Dow had... I mean, the run down's fine, but... if Ray Dow hadn't stunned me and sniped me, and or if he hadn't gone ahead and done the thing where I got stuck on the pillar and it killed me, because the pillar was still there and I couldn't look behind, I couldn't look in front of me because I was dealing with where he was, and if I needed to adjust or not. If I'd been able to adjust from there and been in a better spot, I think I would have been okay. And there might have been a chance, especially if I got in there with only 1 down, I think I could have definitely gotten it then. We know from proof of testing on stream that I have gotten to the skull percent. We know I've gotten him down to sub 14,000 before dying. So it's possible. But with that said, I'll be back on Saturday. We are gonna be playing either some Power World or some Tabletop Simulator or something. I need to see who's available for Saturday, and then we'll go from there. With that said, take care, Halflings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you all next stream. Bye-bye.